28.5% kinetic energy is rotational, and 28.5% kinetic energy is vibrational, and 43% kinetic energy is translational for triatomic, linear triatomic molecule. Hello friends, welcome to the 11th topic of our crash program or revision of physics for NEET and JEE. The topic is kinetic theory of gas. Okay, kinetic theory actually starts with some assumptions, okay, and some of them are molecules of a gas are identical or rigid, elastic point masses, and a collision between gas molecules is assumed as perfectly elastic, and the intermolecular force between gas molecules is very negligible. Okay, that's why intermolecular potential energy is also very negligible. And in case of ideal gas, intermolecular force is 0 in case of ideal gas. Okay, and for real gas there is negligible intermolecular force. Okay, and the first point that we are studying in this chapter is pressure exerted by ideal gas on the walls of the container. Pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of the container, that is given by P equal to 1 by 3 rho V RMS square. V RMS is RMS, root means square speed of molecules, rho is density of gas. Okay, 1 by 3 rho V RMS square, and density we can write mass by volume. Mass by volume into V RMS square, and capital M indicates total mass of the gas. Capital M indicates total mass of the gas, and 1 by 3 capital NM by volume into V RMS square, where capital N indicates number of molecules and small m indicates mass of one molecule. So total mass is equal to capital N into M. Okay, this is the equation of pressure exerted by an ideal gas. Okay, then we can write P equal to here 2 by 3 into 1 by V into half M V RMS square. This term I am changing like this, multiplying with the 2 on numerator and denominator. 2 by 3 into 1 by V into half M V RMS square. Half M into V RMS square, half M V square is equation of kinetic energy. So we will get P equal to what? 2 by 3 into kinetic energy by volume. 2 by 3 into kinetic energy by volume, or kinetic energy equal to what? Kinetic energy equal to what? Now from here we can write what? PV equal to what? 2 by 3 into kinetic energy. PV equal to 2 by 3 into kinetic energy. Then kinetic energy equal to 3 by 2 PV. Kinetic energy equal to 3 by 2 PV. For ideal gas, there is an equation, well-known equation called ideal gas equation. That equation says PV equal to RT for 1 mole. PV equal to RT for 1 mole, and for n moles we will use PV equal to nRT for n moles. Okay, and PV equal to, we will write kBT for 1 molecule. And we will write PV equal to capital N kBT for n molecules. Okay, what is Kb, what is R? R is the universal gas constant. R is the universal gas constant. Its value is 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin, and 4.2 is around 1 calorie. So this you can write what? Approximately 2 calorie per mole per Kelvin. 2 calorie per mole per Kelvin. What is Kb? Boltzmann constant. Kb is the Boltzmann constant. It says the conditions of molecules, that is R by Na. 1 mole contains Avogadro number of molecules. So gas constant of 1 molecule is actually Kb, that is R by Na. That's why we used PV equal to KBT for 1 molecule, and for n molecules we used PV equal to NKBT for n molecules. Kb equal to R by Na, and giving values of R and N, Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23, we will get this value is around 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. Joule per Kelvin. Okay, so here we can give the values of PV, RT, nRT, KBT, NKBT in the equation of kinetic energy. In the equation of kinetic energy. So we will get for 1 ideal gas, 1 mole ideal gas, kinetic energy equal to 3 by 2 RT. For n moles of ideal gas, PV equal to 3 by 2 nRT. For 1 ideal gas molecule, kinetic energy equal to 3 by 2 into KBT. And for n ideal gas, n molecules of ideal gas, kinetic energy equal to 3 by 2 NKBT. Then listen here. In kinetic energy equations, we are not taking mass of the gas. Okay. Why? 3 by 2 nRT, 3 by 2 KBT, 3 by 2 NKBT, that are the equations of kinetic energy. So we can say for the same number of molecules, or same number of moles, kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature, and kinetic energy is independent of mass of gas. Independent of gas, mass of gas. That means at room temperature, 1 mole oxygen gas and 1 mole hydrogen gas possess same kinetic energy. At room temperature, 100 mole nitrogen gas and 100 mole helium gas possess same kinetic energy. If temperature is same, then for the same number of moles or for same number of molecules, kinetic energy is same, and kinetic energy is independent of mass of the gas. Okay. Now, what is the equation of RMS speed? Gas molecules possess 3 types of speeds: root mean square speed, RMS speed, most probable speed or MP, VMP, and average speed, that means mean speed, VAV. Okay, to find RMS speed, or we will use the symbol VRMS, or you can use C also. Okay, VRMS means root mean squares. Root mean squares. So V1 square plus V2 square plus etc. plus Vn square. Okay, square root of the mean of squares of the speeds of individual molecules, that is RMS speed. That is RMS speed. And from the equation of pressure, what is pressure? 1 by 3 rho V RMS square. We will get V RMS square equal to 3p by rho, or V RMS equal to root of 3p by rho. Vrms equal to root of 3p by rho, and instead of density we can write mass by volume. Instead of density we can write mass by volume. So 3pv by m. 3pv by m. So for 1 mole Vrms we can write root of 1 mole PV equal to RT. We will write 3RT by m, and for one molecule we will write Vrms equal to root of 3 kBt by m, because for one molecule PV equal to kBt, and for one mole PV equal to RT. Okay, this is the equation for RMS speed of gas molecules. Okay, root of 3 PV by m, or root of 3p by rho, or for one molecule it is 3RT by m, and for one molecule it is root of 3 kBt by m, and for 1 mole it is root of 3RT by m. Okay, now you can see here Vrms is proportional to square root of temperature by mass. So in case of velocity, mass is there, but in case of kinetic energy, mass is not there. Kinetic energy is independent of mass. Here when you are taking kinetic energy half mv square, when you are squaring this Vrms equation, that m will be cancelled, half m into v square, that m will be cancelled out with this m on denominator. That's why kinetic energy is independent of mass of the gas. Okay, and what is the speed of sound in gas? Speed of sound in gas is given by Vs equal to root of gamma p by rho. Vs equal to root of gamma p by rho, that is speed of sound in gas. And what is RMS speed? Root of 3p by rho. Vrms equal to root of 3p by rho. So we can find a ratio here, Vrms by velocity of sound, RMS speed of gas molecules by velocity of sound equal to root of 3 by gamma, Okay, this is the ratio of RMS speed and velocity of sound, root of 3 by gamma, or Vrms equal to root of 3 by gamma into velocity of sound, or velocity of sound equal to root of gamma by 3 into Vrms. Okay, and escape velocity from a planet is less than the RMS velocity of gas molecules. Escape velocity from a planet is less than the RMS velocity of gas molecules, then that planet will not have atmosphere, because their RMS velocity is greater than escape velocity. So the gas molecules can easily escape from the planet. That is why Moon has no atmosphere. Escape velocity from the surface of Moon is less than RMS velocity of gas molecules. So gas molecules are not tightly bonded to the Moon due to its gravitation. That's why Moon has no atmosphere. Average speed, VAV. Average speed means average of the speed of gas molecules. So V average equal to what? V1 plus V2 plus etc. plus Vn by n. Mean speed or average speed, and it is found using the equation root of 8p by pi rho. Okay, instead of 3 in the square root of RMS speed, we will use here 8 by pi. Okay, 8 PV by pi m. Okay, for 1 mole VAV, equal to what? 8 RT by pi m, and for 1 molecule it is 8 kBT by pi m. Instead of 3, we will use 8 by pi. Okay. Root 3 is 1.732. Root 8 by pi is around root 2.5. Its value is around 1.59 something. Okay. This is the equation to find average speed. No need of the proof. We need just the final equations. Most probable speed. VMP. Most probable speed. Most probable speed means speed possessed by maximum fraction of gas molecules, maximum number of gas molecules. Okay, for example, speed possessed by different gas molecules are 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1, 5, 6, 2, etc. meter per second. Then what is the most probable speed here? The most probable speed is, which comes most? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 meter per second is the most probable speed here. That means speed possessed by maximum number of gas molecules. Okay, maximum fraction of gas molecules of the total number. Okay, that is most probable speed, and it is found using the equation VMP equal to root of 2p by rho. Instead of 3 or instead of 8 by pi, we will use root 2. Root of 2p by rho or root of 2pv by m, root of 2rt by m, or root of 2kbt by root of 2kbt by m. So we can say Vrms is to Vav is to Vmp equal to root 3 is to root of 8 by pi is to root 2 while taking the ratios. Root 3 is to root 8 by pi is around root 2.5 is to root 2. So value will come 1.732 is to 1.59 is to 1.414. Vrms is greater than Vav is greater than Vmp. Okay, but some molecules have speed greater than RMS speed and some molecules have speed less than most probable speed. So most probable speed is not the slowest and RMS speed is not the fastest. Okay, then that is explained by Maxwell's speed distribution law. Maxwell's speed distribution law. Okay, number of molecules on y-axis and velocity on x-axis. Then the graph like this. Okay, most number of molecules possess speed Vmp, number maximum. Then Vmp is the lowest from the 3. Okay, smallest from the 3. Okay, then Vav, this portion indicates Vav, and then Vrms. So we can say some molecules have speed greater than Vrms and some molecules have speed less than Vmp. Okay, Vmp, Vav and Vrms are the speeds considerable. Okay, while we are dealing with the number of molecules of gas, and the most important one is the Vrms speed. Root means square speed. Next reading, degree of freedom. Degree of freedom means number of independent ways or independent modes of energy. That means by knowing degree of freedom, we will understand in how many ways, through how many ways a gas molecule gets energy. Okay, number of ways of independent ways of energy, that is degree of freedom. Okay, it is found using the equation F equal to 3a minus b. Generally, this is found using the equation F equal to 3a minus b, where a is the atomicity. Atomicity means number of atoms in the molecule, and b is number of independent restrictions. Number of independent restriction, or simply we can say number of relations. Number of relations. So for monoatomic, we deal ideal gas with monoatomic molecules. We will compare ideal gas with monoatomic. For ideal gas, intermolecular force is 0, interatomic force is also 0. Monoatomic, a single atom. Okay, so for monoatomic molecules, atomicity is 1. Atomicity 1 and number of relation 0. Number of relation 0. So degree of freedom is what? 3 only. Degree of freedom 3. That means 3 translational degree of freedom. 3 translational degree of freedom. Okay. A monoatomic molecule, its energy, its velocity, we can split into 3 ways: along y-axis, along z-axis, and along x-axis, 3 components. So it possesses 3 types of kinetic energy: x-axis, y-axis, z-axis kinetic energy. So the degree of freedom of monoatomic molecule is 3. 3 ways of energy for monoatomic molecule. All the 3 are translational. No rotation for a monoatomic molecule. All the 3 are translational. So we can say for monoatomic or ideal gas, 100% kinetic energy is translational. 100% kinetic energy is translational for monoatomic molecule. And for a diatomic, what about the condition of diatomic? Diatomic means 2 atoms, atomicity 2 and 1 relation. Diagram will be like this, 1 relation. Okay, so we can say F equal to 3 into 2, 6 minus 1, F equal to 5. F equal to 5. 3 translational degree of F, degree of freedom, and 2 rotational degree of freedom. 2 rotational degree of freedom. So total degree of freedom is 5. 3 of 5 is translational and 2 of 5 is rotational. So we can say 3 of 5 is 3 by 5 into 100, we will get 60 percentage. 60% energy is kinetic energy is translational, and 40% kinetic energy is rotational. 40% kinetic energy is rotational for diatomic molecule. The setup of diatomic molecule will be like this. Okay, one atom at this end, the other atom at the other end. Okay, this poses for the motion, translational motion along xyz axis 3 translational left, and it can rotate about an axis perpendicular to the plane through center of mass, and along about an axis along the 2 atoms through center of mass. This type rotation and this type rotation. So 2 rotational degree of freedom. Okay, and for triatomic, molecule we can classify into 2 types: linear triatomic and non-linear triatomic. Non-linear means they are arranged in a triangular order. Okay. Then what is degree of freedom? Atomicity 3. Number of relations, atomicity 3, number of relations B equal to 3. So 3 into 3, 9 minus 3, 6. Degree of freedom is 6. Okay. 3 translational degree of freedom and 3 rotational degree of freedom. Total 6. 3 of them translational and 3 of them rotational. So we can say 50% KE is translational and 50% KE is rotational. 50% kinetic energy is translational and 50% kinetic energy is rotational. Okay. For triangular arrangement. Okay. This black pen you can see, right? Okay, this can be axis of rotation and this blue can be axis of rotation and the other black also can be axis of rotation like this. Okay, so 3 rotational degree of freedom and 3. The system can move in, the system's kinetic energy velocity can be resolved into 3 along x, y, z. Okay, that's why 3 rotational and 3 translational. Okay, and for linear arrangement will be like this. So atomicity is 3 but number of relation is 2 relations. So degree of freedom we will get 3 into 3, 9 minus 2, 7. Degree of freedom is 7. We will say 3 translational degree of freedom, 2 rotational and 2 vibrational degree of freedom. Why vibration? Rotation of this triatomic linear is just like rotation of diatomic about an axis perpendicular to the plane through center of mass, and one along the material along the linear arrangement. 2 rotation and 2 vibration. Why 2 vibration? Atoms at the edge are not much bound each other. Okay, atom at the middle is bound with the 2 other atoms at the edge, but atoms at the edges are not bound with each other, so they will vibrate. That's why triatomic linear atom possesses 2 vibrational degree of freedom even at low temperature. Triatomic linear molecule possesses 2 vibrational degree of freedom. Generally, vibrational degree of freedom possesses when the temperature is increased. Then only atoms will vibrate, right? But in case of linear triatomic molecule, it possesses 2 vibrational degree of freedom even at low temperature. So we can say total 7. 3 of 7 is translational and 2 of 7 is rotational and 2 of 7 is vibrational. Then 3 by 7 into 100, then we will get how many percentage is translational, how many percentage kinetic energy is translational. That we will get around 43% kinetic energy is translational and the remaining 57% is for rotational and vibrational. So half of them, 28.5% kinetic energy is rotational and 28.5% kinetic energy is vibrational. 28.5% kinetic energy is rotational and 28.5% kinetic energy is vibrational and 43% kinetic energy is translational for linear triatomic molecule. Here you can see a table. Atomicity of gas, example, atomicity B, independent restrictions, degree of freedom and figure. Monoatomic examples, helium, neon, argon, okay, inert gases are monoatomic. Diatomic, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, we can say lots of examples. And triatomic non-linear example is H2O, water. And we can say one more example, ozone, O3. Okay, and triatomic linear, CO2, carbon dioxide, beryllium chloride, etc. We can say lots of examples that you already studied in chemistry. So degree of freedom 3, 5, 6, 7. Next, law of equipartition of energy. Law of equipartition of energy. Okay, the word itself says what is the meaning. Equipartition, energy is equally divided. Energy of gas molecule is equally divided among the various degrees of freedom, and the energy per degree of freedom of a molecule is half kBT, and energy per degree of freedom for a mole molecules is half RT. Okay, what is this? What is this? Kinetic energy of 1 degree of freedom. Kinetic energy of 1 degree of freedom for 1 molecule. Okay, and what is this? Kinetic energy of 1 degree of freedom for 1 mole. Okay, the statement is once more: total energy of a gas molecule is equally divided among all of its various degrees of freedom, and the energy per degree of freedom for a molecule is half kBT, and for a mole molecules is half RT. Okay, for one molecule, for 1 degree of freedom, for 1 molecule kinetic energy half kBT, and for 1 degree of freedom for 1 mole kinetic energy is half RT. So we can say for 1 molecule ideal gas, for 1 molecule ideal gas, and it can be compared with monoatomic gas also. Okay, kinetic energy for it is F equal to 3. So we will get kinetic energy equal to, for 1 degree of freedom it is half kBT, for 2 degree of freedom 2 into half kBT, for 3 degree of freedom 3 into half kBT, we will get 3 by 2 kBT, that we already discussed earlier. And for 1 mole, and for 1 mole we can say kinetic energy equal to what? 3 by 2 RT, that we already discussed. Okay, for n molecules, we can say 3 by 2 into n kBT. For n moles we can say 3 by 2 into n RT. So generally we can say kinetic energy equal to F by 2 n kBT for n molecules, and for n moles we can write F by 2 n RT, where F is what? Degree of freedom. Degree of freedom. So kinetic energy of gas molecules we can explain in terms of degree of freedom, in terms of degrees of freedom. Next, molar specific heat capacity. Molar specific heat capacity, you will say capital C for it. Capital C equal to delta Q by delta T into 1 by N. Instead of mass, we will use number of moles for describing molar specific heat capacity. That means heat change per unit change in temperature per number of moles. Heat change per unit change in temperature per number of moles. Okay. And here we can write number of moles as into 1 by number of moles means given mass by molar mass. This molar mass will go to the top, right? So we will get m into delta Q by delta T into 1 by small m. So molar specific heat capacity equal to molar specific heat into molar mass into specific heat capacity, gram specific heat capacity per unit mass. Okay, heat capacity per number of moles equal to molar mass into heat capacity per unit mass. Now, in adiabatic process, delta Q heat exchange is 0, delta Q is 0, so C equal to 0 in adiabatic process. And in isothermal process, delta T equal to 0, no heat, no temperature change, so C will be infinity. And isobaric process, pressure is constant, so we will use C equal to Cp, specific heat capacity at constant pressure. And in isochoric process, C equal to Cv, that means specific heat capacity at constant volume. So we can say value of C changes according to the process for gas molecules. In isobaric process, we will use C equal to Cp. In isochoric process, we will use C equal to Cv. In adiabatic process, we will use specific heat capacity equal to 0. And in isothermal process, specific heat capacity is infinity. So specific heat capacity can have values from 0 to infinity according to the process. Okay. Now, according to Mayer's formula or Mayer's relation, specific heat capacity at constant pressure and specific heat capacity at constant volume are differed by R. What is R? Universal gas constant. Cp minus Cv equal to R, or Cp we will get Cv plus R. Cv plus R, and Cp by Cv we can write gamma, ratio of specific heats. Cp by Cv equal to gamma, and Cp is always greater than Cv. Specific heat capacity at constant pressure is always greater than specific heat capacity at constant volume. Okay, now listen. I am dividing Mayer's formula with the Cv. Then we will get what? Mayer's formula with the Cv, Cp by Cv minus Cv by Cv equal to R by Cv. Cp by Cv is gamma. Gamma minus 1 equal to what? R by Cv. Right? Then Cv equal to what? R by gamma minus 1. Cv equal to what? R by gamma minus 1. Then what is Cp? Cp is what? Cv plus R. Cv we just found here. R by gamma minus 1 plus R. Then what will we get? R we can take outside. 1 plus gamma minus 1 divided by, we will get gamma minus 1. So Cp equal to, we will get 1 cancelled, gamma R by gamma minus 1. For Cp we can write gamma Cv. Okay. So to find Cv, To find CV, we can use the equation R by gamma minus 1, and to find CP, we can use equation gamma R by gamma minus 1. And to find CV, we can use one more equation, F by 2R. And to find CP, we can use F by 2 plus 1 into R. Why? What is specific heat capacity at constant volume for monoatomic? It is 3 by 2R, right? 3 by 2R. And for diatomic, CV equal to 5 by 2R. For diatomic, F equal to 5. For monoatomic, F equal to 3. So, we are giving equation CV equal to F by 2R, right? For monoatomic, F is 3, so 3 by 2R. For diatomic, F is 5, so 5 by 2R. Like that, we can find specific heat capacity at constant volume for all gas molecules. And then Cp equal to what? Cv plus R. So Cv F by 2 R plus 1 R. That is F by 2 plus 1 into R. Then what will be gamma? Gamma equal to the general equation is Cp by Cv. And what is Cv? Sorry. What is Cp? Cp F by 2 plus 1 into R. What is Cv? F by 2 R. Okay. Then we will get F by 2 plus 1 divided by F by 2, right? F by 2 dividing with separating with this plus, so we will get F by 2 by F by 2 plus 1 by F by 2. This becomes 1 and 2 will go 2 by F. 1 plus 2 by F. This is the equation of gamma in terms of degree of freedom. That means using degree of freedom, we can say kinetic energy of gas molecules, specific heats of gas molecules, and ratio of specific heats. Now, look at the table here. In the table, you can see all the data that we just discussed. Atomicity, restriction means relation, number of independent restrictions, that is B, degree of freedom, CV, Cp, gamma, and kinetic energy of 1 mole and kinetic energy of 1 molecule. Okay, for monoatomic 1, 2, CV used, you can see CV for monoatomic 3 by 2 R. For diatomic it is 5 by 2 R. For triatomic it is 3 R, because F by 2 R for triatomic non-linear F is 6. So 6 by 2, that is 3 R. And triatomic linear it is 7 by 2 R. And like that, Cp for monoatomic 5 by 2 R, for diatomic 7 by 2 R, triatomic non-linear 4 R, and triatomic linear is 9 by 2 R, because Cp equal to Cv plus R. Okay, and ratio of Cp and Cv for monoatomic it is 5 by 3, 1.66, diatomic 7 by 5, 1 by 1.4, triatomic non-linear 1.33, 4 by 3, and triatomic linear it is 9 by 7. Just listen here. For atmosphere or for air, we will take gamma as, or ratio of specific heat as 1.41. Generally, we will take 1.4. Gamma gas, gamma air, gamma atmosphere is taken as 1.41 due to abundance of diatomic molecules in atmosphere. For diatomic, gamma is 1.4, right? In atmosphere, which is the abundant gas? Nitrogen, then oxygen. Okay, so due to the abundance of diatomic molecules, gamma gas or gamma atmosphere, gamma air is taken as 1.41. Condition of polyatomic, just a condition of polyatomic, then you take gamma as 4 by 3. Gamma polyatomic is taken as 4 by 3 and gamma atmosphere is taken as 1.41. Now, continue to look at the table. Kinetic energy of 1 mole F by 2 RT, kinetic energy of molecule F by 2 kBT, and you can find all kinetic energy of all the molecules, monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic, linear and non-linear. Next, internal energy. Internal energy U means internal kinetic energy plus internal potential energy. Internal kinetic energy means kinetic energy due to molecular motion, and internal potential energy means kinetic energy due to molecular configuration. Okay. For ideal gas, intermolecular force is 0. UP is 0. So internal energy equal to internal kinetic energy. Internal energy equal to internal kinetic energy. That kinetic energy equation we just studied here. Kinetic energy equal to what? F by 2 nRT for n molecules. For n molecules, F by 2 nRT. So U equal to what? F by 2 R is C. VCV, so NCVT. This is internal energy. And for CV you can give N R by gamma minus 1T. What is nRT? nRT equal to PV. So PV by gamma minus 1. All are same. Internal energy. Okay. Then what is internal energy change? Internal energy change equal to NCV delta T, or F by 2 NR delta T, or NR delta T by gamma minus 1, or P1 P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by gamma minus 1. Here PV will change. Okay, sometimes pressure will change or sometimes volume will change. PV equal to nRT as temperature changes. That's why we wrote here P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma minus 1. So internal energy equation comes from kinetic energy of gas. That's why I selected kinetic theory before discussing thermodynamics. In thermodynamics, in first law, there is internal energy. Okay, that equation is found actually from kinetic theory of gases, right? So that's why I selected kinetic theory. I considered kinetic theory before thermodynamics. And thermodynamics is the next topic. Then what about internal energy of real gas? For real gas, there is intermolecular force, negligible intermolecular force. So UP cannot be 0. So for real gas, they possess both UK and UP, internal kinetic energy and internal potential energy. So we can say internal energy of real gas greater than internal energy of ideal gas. Internal energy of real gas is greater than internal energy of ideal gas because real gas possesses small amount of internal potential energy. But ideal gas do not have intermolecular force, so they possess 0 internal potential energy. Gaseous mixture. When two gases are mixed, then what will be the mixture of what will be the specific heat of the mixture at constant volume and at constant pressure? I am just giving the equation directly. Okay, no need of the proof. N1CV1 plus N2CV2 divided by N1 plus N2, and Cp mix means what? N1CP1 plus N2CP2 divided by N1 plus N2, and gamma mix means what? Cp mix by Cv mix, Cp mix by Cv mix. Then you will get N1CP1 plus N2CP2 divided by N1 plus N2 will be cancelled. So you will get N1CV1 plus N2CV2. These are the equations of mixture. Okay, and we can say one more equation. What is the molar mass of the mixture? That is N1M1 plus N2M2 divided by N1 plus N2. That means when two gases are mixed with the number of moles N1 and N2, and with the specified constant volume CV1, CV2 and constant pressure CP1, CP2, then CV mix N1 CV1 plus N2 CV2 divided by N1 plus N2, N1 CP1 plus N2 CP2 by N1 plus N2 is the CP mix, and gamma mix is CP mix by CV mix, or you will get N1 CP1 plus N2 CP2 divided by N1 CV1 plus N2 CV2, and molecular mass of mixture equal to N1 M1 plus N2 M2 divided by N1 plus N2 N1 plus N2. These equations are enough to find CV mix, CP mix and gamma mix. No need of studying more big equations. And you just by head the table that I already told you just before. Then you can give CP, CV of all the molecules here. Then you will get gamma mix, CP mix, CV mix. Okay. Next, mean free path, lambda. A container possesses large number of gas molecules. They are moving randomly in all directions with all possible speeds, and they collide each other. That collisions are perfectly elastic, and motion between the collision is straight line. Collision is straight line, and that displacement is called free path. Distance between collisions is called free path, and their average is taken as mean free path, and the overall motion of the gas molecules become random or along zigzag path. That motion is called Brownian motion. Then mean free path means average of the free paths, lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus etc plus lambda n by n. Free path means the distance, the displacement between collisions. That is free path, and their average is mean free path. And to find mean free path, there is an equation lambda equal to 1 by root 2 pi nd square, where d is the diameter of gas molecules and n is the number of molecules per unit volume. N is the number of molecules per unit volume. Lambda equal to 1 by root 2 pi, small n equal to number of molecules per unit volume, right? So we know that PV equal to what? NKBT when number of molecules are given. Okay, so what is N by V? N by V we will get P by KBT, right? So instead of small n, we can give P by KBT, small n on denominator. So P on denominator, KBT will go to the top, KBT by root 2 pi PD square, KBT by root 2 pi PD square. Okay, here you listen carefully here. When you are studying this equation, this equation only, lambda equal to 1 by root 2 pi nd square. Lambda we can't say lambda depends on pressure and depends on temperature, but by knowing this equation KBT by root 2 pi PD square, we can say lambda directly proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to pressure. Here n is not number of moles, here n is number density of molecules or number of molecules by volume. Okay. Then as pressure increases, as compression comes, what happens? Molecules can't move more, so lambda decreases, lambda proportional to 1 by P. As temperature increases, expansion occurs, molecules can move through large distances, so lambda increases, lambda directly proportional to T, lambda inversely proportional to pressure. That's what about mean free path. Here is a question. A gas mixture consists of 2 mole of oxygen and 4 mole of argon at temperature T. Neglecting all vibrational modes, total internal energy of the system is, options are 4 RT, 5 RT, 9 RT, 11 RT. How to find? 2 mole of oxygen and 4 mole of argon. Just to pause the video and try to solve. Here number of moles of oxygen and argon are given. So To find internal energy, we can use equation U equal to internal energy of oxygen plus internal energy of argon. Internal energy of oxygen NCVT of oxygen plus NCVT of argon. Okay, NCVT of oxygen number of moles, 2 mole oxygen, CV, oxygen is diatomic, CV of oxygen is 5/2 R, and temperature is T, plus N. Argon, how many moles of argon? 4 mole of argon. 4 into argon is monoatomic, CV of monoatomic is 3/2 R, and temperature is taken as 2. 2 cancelled, 2 here, 2, 6 RT plus 5 RT, 11 RT is the answer. 11 RT is the answer. A study material is given in the description box. You just download it and practice the questions. Okay, and the next chapter we are going to take is thermodynamics. Okay, keep going good. Best of luck.